Okay, welcome back. So we have seen the advantages, main advantages of uh, magnetic abrasive finishing. Now the applications. What are the applications? So non-ferromagnetic materials like stainless steel, brass, and aluminum. That is the first application. So these types of materials can be machined using the magnetic abrasive finishing. Then even the ferromagnetic materials like steels, then for finishing of the bearing surfaces in the areas of aerospace, then for electronic components with the micrometer or sub micrometer ranges. So these are the key applications or where we can apply this magnetic abrasive finishing method. And the process parameters, these are the parameters or the process parameters which can affect the surface quality or material removal. First one, magnetic abrasive type. So the abrasive type, then abrasive particles, the magnetic device, the device used for magnetization, the workpiece material, the working gap, the gap between the workpiece and the tool, the grinding oil, rotational speed, axial vibration. So these are the key process parameters involved in the process, that is a magnetic abrasive finishing, and we'll be able to get a good surface finish in the range of 8 nanometers. So these are about the first process where magnetic uh, field is being used. Now we will see another cases. Before that, we will see what is a magnetorheological fluid. So because using the magnetorheological fluid, will be finishing the uh, material in certain cases. So in the conventional process like grinding, lapping, honing, etc., what we use is multi-point cutting tools. Multi-point cutting tools or multi-point cutting edges are there in anything like grinding is there, lapping, honing, everywhere. Multi-points or multi-points of the abrasive particles were there that were used for the machining operation or finishing operation. Then later we see that while miniaturizing, we need to have a micro level or sub micro level finishing. So in that case, what we do is we reduce the abrasive particle size to minimum. So we cannot incorporate this in a abrasive wheel or anything like that. So we move to another some other cases where we use the magnetic field in order to bind this. So for that, we will consider some other process like magnetic abrasive finishing. We already seen. Then magnetic float polishing, magnetorheological finishing, magnetorheological abrasive flow finishing. So like that, there will be many uh, processes. So in magnetorheological finishing or magnetorheological abrasive flow finishing, what we do is we use a particular type of fluid, MR fluid, that is magnetorheological fluid. So what is a magnetorheological fluid, that we will see. So magnetorheological fluid or MR fluid, it is a suspension of magnetically soft material, magnetically soft ferromagnetic particles in a carrier fluid or carrier liquid. So this is actually a suspension. So this is a suspension containing two things, like a carrier liquid and a ferromagnetic particles. So these ferromagnetic particles are suspended in a carrier liquid. And regarding the size of the particles will be in the order of few microns. So few micron level diameter, that is the size of the particular uh, particle. And regarding the concentration, what is the concentration? The volume concentration is about 30 to 40%. So 30 to 40% concentration is there. So this is the per fluid, that is magnetorheological fluid. So what is a magnetorheological fluid? It is a suspension, suspension containing two things, that is soft ferromagnetic particles, which is suspended in a carrier liquid. And regarding the size, it is having a few micron diameter, and the concentration is 30 to 40%. Now regarding the action, how it is or it behaves when there is a magnetic field, or when we apply a magnetic field, what happens? So when it is exposed to, when this particular fluid is exposed to the magnetic field, any magnetic field, either using a permanent magnet or a electromagnet, anything, when it is exposed to a magnetic field, what happens is viscosity the viscosity of the fluid, and also the uh, yield stress of the suspension increases in several orders of magnitude. So what happens when the magnetic field or the fluid, this particular magnetorheological fluid is applied with a magnetic field, then two things happens, that is its viscosity increases and also the yield stress increases. So under a magnetic field, it will behave like a solid, like when the magnetic field is applied, or we apply a magnetic field, then what happens is the particles, this will line up, and while it line up, it thickens the fluid. So it thickens the fluid, and thereby it will behave, the fluid will behave like a solid. So the particles are tiny, measuring between 3 to 10 microns of carbonyl ion, dispersed in a non-magnetic carrier medium like silicon oil, mineral oil, or water. That means the particles, the particles used here is tiny, and the size is 3 to 10 microns. And these particles are the carbonyl ion particles, CIP. So now onwards we'll designate as CIP, capital CIP. So that is nothing but carbonyl ion particles. So these particles are there in the suspension, and the carrier medium used is the silicon oil, or mineral oil, or water, anything. So now you can see here in the figure, the first figure, there is a magnetic particle suspended within the carrier oil, and you can see it is distributed randomly, the carrier oil and the magnetic particles are the dot one.
Hello. Hello.
ഓക്കെ, ഇപ്പൊ കേൾക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ടോ? ഓക്കെ, ഇടയ്ക്ക് കട്ടായി പോയിരുന്നോ? ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ, കോൾ ചെയ്ത് നന്നായി. ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ. Okay, so is this visible? കാണുന്നില്ലേ? ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ. So, magnetoroyological abrasive flow finishing. As we have seen, this is a combination of both magnetoroyological machining and or finishing, and also the abrasive flow finishing, where it is a precision finishing of process or operation, which is developed mainly for the nano finishing of complex internal geometries using this particular MR fluid. And here the particles used are the carbonyl ion particles, and the base medium used is the paraffin liquid. Paraffin liquid is used as the carrier fluid or the base medium. And while an external magnetic field is applied, we apply a external magnetic field, then what happens is the magnetoroyological fluid will have a tendency to form a chain-like structure. So this particular magnetic fluid, they make a chain-like structure with the carbonyl ion particles, that is CIP, that will make the chain-like structure. And in between the chain-like structure, this abrasive particles will be embedded. So as a whole, it will create a multi-point tool. It will form a multi-point tool, and this will be used for machining, or while the fluid or the mixture, that is the magnetically energized mixture. So this magnetically energized fluid, it will contain the chain-like structure which is formed by the CIPs or the carbonyl ion particles, and where the abrasive particles are also embedded. So the whole structure will be act like the multi-point tool, and this will be moving to and fro, or to and fro in the case of two-way flow machining, or it will be moving in a unidirectional if it is in a single way or one way. Anything. Anyway, this is the case where we apply a magnetic flux, and the magnetic force, when we apply the magnetic force, or the magnetic force which is applied, that will provide the particular bonding strength. So depending on the magnetic force, the bond strength will be there, and the bond strength, it will depends on the mainly ion concentration, the concentration of the ion particles, magnetic field strength, and also the particle size. And using this, the material is being what is it, removed, or material removal be done. So you will see the figure here. You can see the magnetic field is being applied between the north and south poles. Here electromagnet is being used. The workpiece surface is shown here using the black surface, and the abrasive particles, long or the huge particles, you can see abrasive particles. Also, the carbonyl ion chain, the chain-like structure formed using the carbonyl ions and carbonyl ion particles. You can see here. So together forms the mixture, and it is moving up and down. There is a motion shown here. So this is a two-way abrasive flow. So this is the incorporation of the magnetorheological fluid into the abrasive flow machining. Now you can see the two cases, the top portion and bottom portion. The top portion, what you can see is then there is no magnetic field. So when there is no magnetic field means there is no chain structure, or the carbonyl ion particles are not in contact with the abrasive particles. So they move independently. So you can see in the A, B, and C. A, while it is being flowed, or when the the mixture is flowing from one portion to another, what happens is the CIP, or the carbonyl ion particles, you can see as a circle, and the abrasive particle. So they are not in contact. So while flowing, it is not plugging the material, or it is not removing the material. It just rolls over the surface, or the abrasive particles just roll over the surface, and it cannot create any damage, or it cannot erode the surface. Now in the second case, the bottom portion, you can see the figure here. The CIPs, or the carbonyl ion particles, form a chain-like structure. So what happens is, while the chain-like structure is formed, it will encapture the abrasive particles, or the abrasive particle is embedded inside the chain-like structure. So it will be entrapped. So while moving, what happens is it will break the material, or it will erode the structure. You can see here in the B portion, you can see it is being eroded, and the chip will be flowing. So this is the basic mechanism behind the magnetorheological abrasive flow finishing. Next is the magnetic floor polishing. Here, so magnetic floor polishing. Okay, that we will see in the next class. Anyway, okay.